This video is designed to help cleaners and cleaning supervisors make the best use of their BioProtect products. Since we're focusing on methods to support infection prevention, especially for COVID-19, we will just look at 2 BioProtect products and how to best use these. The 2 products we're going to be looking at are firstly, BioProtect Surface Spray Disinfectant, and secondly, BioProtect's Next Gen 5-in-1 Cleaner. So what are the differences between the 2 products? BioProtect Surface Spray Disinfectant. This is a product that you will use for disinfecting areas or when doing your high-touch surfaces. So what is special about this product compared to other disinfectants? Firstly, it actually bonds to surfaces, so it has a long-lasting effect. This bond creates a barrier of up to 28 days against bacteria and 14 days against COVID-19. Importantly, it is TGA listed for both bacteria and COVID-19, so it's proven to work. It bonds to both hard and soft surfaces, so it can be applied using different methods. It contains no bleach, and it's chlorine free. And it's 100% Australian designed and made product. So you can see having the long-term benefits means we can really help prevent the transmission of germs and reduce our high-touch disinfecting work. So what about Next Gen 5-in-1? Well, this is a multi-purpose cleaner and disinfectant safe to use in toilets, hard floors, and where grime buildup needs to be cleaned off, including food grease and oils. So what's unique about Next Gen 5-in-1? It's also effective against COVID-19. It works exceptionally well in toilets for cleaning grime and soiling, and it can be used for removing odours in urinals and drain pipes. It can also be ratioed for effective deep cleans or degreasing, right down to lower ratios as a spray and wipe cleaner for daily use. It's non-toxic and environmentally friendly, and it leaves a pleasant eucalyptus fragrance. So how should cleaners use these 2 products? First, for good infection prevention, we need to remember a simple rule. Firstly, cleaning and disinfecting are 2 separate actions. So we clean first the surface, then next we disinfect it. So as cleaners, we can use our microfiber and water for daily wiping. And our Next Gen 5-in-1 is ideal when cleaning spills and stains or when we carry out our deep clean periodicals. Now after we've cleaned our surfaces, we want the best protection on our high-touch surfaces. So any surface that's going to be contacted often or frequent, that's where the BioProtect Surface Spray Disinfectant comes in. So let's look at how we effectively use these 2 products. So for cleaning, as we discussed, we're going to use the Next Gen 5-in-1. But what's the ratio? Well, we recommend having 2 approaches. One is a heavier dilution rate, for example, for using inside toilets or when doing deep cleans. The ratio, 1 to 10. So in other words, for a 750ml bottle, you need 75 mils. Or if it's a litre of water, it's 100 mils. For other surfaces, such as toilet partitions, sinks, food court areas, or maybe you want to use it as a spray and wipe just for your daily clean, you only need 40 mils per 750ml bottles. So for day-to-day mopping, same thing, but the ratio there is 50 mils per litre of water. A very simple solution so that you don't confuse between the 2 dilution rates is keep the heavier dilution with a flip top lid and the lower spray and wipe type solution just with a spray bottle. Let's look at some examples of using Next Gen 5-in-1. Firstly, when cleaning toilets. Now it's ideal when you're actually cleaning the toilet bowl to use the squeeze bottle. Apply it by squirting inside the toilet bowl. This allows you to apply it safely on the toilet bowl walls, and then it can be agitated or scrubbed to let it do its job and effectively kill and clean the area. Don't rush to flush the solution, rather clean the bowl and other surfaces and then flush the toilet next. Remember too, when using a cloth, whether microfiber or other, and you're using the spray bottle, spray the solution into the cloth and clean the surfaces. Another good reminder too when using microfiber is try and fold it into quarters. That way you can learn to use a face on each quarter, and when it becomes soiled, swap it over to the next clean face. That way you maximize the cloth and you get the most effective clean. The other thing also to keep in mind is never use a microfiber cloth wet, always damp. So just start off with adequate water on it so that it will actually do its job, not sopping wet. Just by way of a little safety reminder, if you're using the NextGen 5-in-1 in food preparation areas, just remember after using it to clean the surface with a microfiber cloth and just clean water. That way any residue where food may be prepared on that surface has been taken off. Now, this is a good safety precaution because we don't want to contaminate any of our food. Remember, we want to use the BioProtect disinfectant after we've cleaned the surface. This even gives better results as we know it will bond to a clean surface, which in turn creates a barrier we need to discourage germs. In this part, we'll refer to two different methods. One is protecting the surface, and two is maintaining the surface. We'll explain the difference as we go. The best way to protect the surface is to apply the BioProtect Surface Spray Disinfectant by using a disposable cloth. The cloth needs to be damp all over, but not dripping wet. The reason is we want to leave a layer of disinfectant as we wipe the surfaces. We then leave it to air dry, never rub it dry, so it can form its own barrier. So really disinfecting high-touch surfaces is a quick job. We just want to wipe and leave the surface damp and move on to the next clean surface. It doesn't take long for the BioProtect disinfectant to air dry, and the longer it stays untouched, the greater the bond becomes. This gives the protection. If you're looking to maximize the 28-day or 14-day binding effects, wipe the surface and then after a few minutes come back and reapply a second coat. This also ensures that all surfaces are properly covered. Whenever protecting a high-touch surface, remember to use the surface spray neat. That is, we use it undiluted. Some high-touch surfaces treated with a surface spray disinfectant may also undergo frequent cleaning and wiping throughout the day. So this repeated rubbing or cleaning of the surface can lead to the BioProtect barrier being thinned or even removed. So surfaces such as food court tables, customer service counters, or surfaces cleaned often during the day because of its use, these will need to be maintained as an added risk control measure. Now we're really talking about those surfaces that have high volumes of people interactions and are cleaned often throughout the day as people come and go. Now these can be maintained with BioProtect applied periodically through the day, depending on the frequency of cleaning routine. Now when maintaining, you can actually use a lower dilution rate, which is 150 mils per 750 ml bottle with water. Well, hopefully this tutorial has been a help for you to understand the two products from BioProtect. Now we will have other specialised cleaning tutorials, so keep an eye out for those in our series. Also, please remember that we always want to adopt good safe practices. So wear your gloves as part of good infection control practices and also safe methods while cleaning. Also too, don't forget that there's the effective use guide that you can get a copy of that also reminds you of the ratios and the applications and a lot more where it can be used. Hopefully this tutorial has given you some more knowledge and understanding about these great products from BioProtect.